Off stream, I started Pikmin 4 yesterday because I picked up a copy of that, and that's a pretty fun game. Jak 3 is Jak hardest, and that's you know, that's where the series hits its big climax. Pikmin 4 seems to be a kind of retelling of Pikmin 1 from the perspective of characters who are trying and failing to rescue Olimar. I don't know for sure exactly how the story's going to play out, but that's what it looks like right now.
You need purple clearance for this gate.
Because I'm up against this guy who also has his own little army of Pikmin. And he looks like Olimar after the bad ending of Pikmin 1. Anyway, we don't have much of this game left, so we're gonna finish this up tonight. How is everyone doing tonight?
You need special black clearance for this door. Access granted.
Cleveland. Back up. Back up. Oh, great. This is set a precedent for this mission. I don't like how hard this mission is. I don't really remember this mission either. So I guess it couldn't have been that traumatizing. Yeah, fuck you.
Access granted.
Death 1. Let's try again. You know, maybe. Maybe this will take me less tries than that mission on the bridges. The mustard variety of Crimson Guards suck. And I think Jak 3 might introduce worse ones. No. I just wanted the boxes.
Access granted.
We're using the Peacemaker. Why did they put those there? And they did put health in it, so I would have gotten health if I'd made it to them. It's just a learning process. Eventually, you'll have the perfect weapon for murdering anything. Oh, Jesus. Hey. Look, I found 36 of those precursor orbs this entire game today. Or, not today, but this entire game. Out of 200. Oh, thank God. We don't discriminate on these streams. Everyone gets an equal opportunity to get killed. I think this is the most platforming we've done in the entire game. If you like Vanilla Ice, you should watch his movie, Vanilla Ice, Cool as Ice. I wish this thing had a little more range. Okay. I'm not ready for this. This is the end of the mission. I'm pretty sure. There's a door. Cool. That wasn't so bad. Phew.
I knew you were special when I first met you, Jack. And I commend you for making it this far. We've come a long way, eh?
Yeah, I'm getting real teary-eyed.
I love weapons. I love how they look, how they feel, even how they smell.
I think you need serious help.
My favorite was the impossibly powerful weapon Ma built to blast open the metal head nest. Poor fool died before he could use it. Ah, well. But I have a new favorite, the Piercer Bomb I've just completed. My masterpiece is powerful enough to crack open the Precursor Stone and release the untold energy inside.
Not a good idea, dude.
As soon as the Baron shows up with the stone, we'll hide it in the last shipment of Eco and deliver it to the Metalhead Nest. A surprise dessert, eh? Just take this gun upgrade and forget what you saw here.
Not this time, crew. I'm through being your hired gun.
Then it's war, isn't it? You know I can't play fair.
Boss fight against crew.
I can publicity fee. Say hello to my little friend. Ah, multiple. How delightful. I move pretty fast for a big man, eh?
Good shot, Jack. The big man is hurting now.
Let's dance.
You know, it's about time I got some use out of the disruptor. Ow.
Trying my patience.
Fuck. It's okay, maybe it'll start me at the beginning of the fight with full health.
I grow weary of this. End it now.
You know, not only are we killing the dude we spent the game working for, we're killing him with the guns that he supplied us with.
This is a bit of a workout.
This is also the first boss battle that hasn't been against Baron Praxis.
Trying my patience.
Good shot, Jack. The big man is hurting now.
On his last health bar.
Shoot him all, Jack. We'll sort him out later.
Thanks, Dexter. It's gonna work out perfectly that the boss battle ends at nighttime.
Stand still.
Good shot, Jack. The big man is around.
Is it too late to give my notice?
Yeah, we quit.
The city is already dead. I've sold you all out.
Jack, I think maybe we should be anywhere else just about now.
Ashley.
We're out of here.
We got the Heart of
You
Mar.
guys find my father. I'll take the Heart of Mar to Kira for you. I'm sorry it's come to this.
We need one more thing and we can finish building the time machine that brought us here in the first place.
Seal off the area.
Who knew Kira was the one who originally built the time machine we used? She just hadn't built it yet.
Hey guys, whatever Crew put in that machine, he looked really nervous.
Whatever it is, Crew won't be needing it anymore. He's, shall we say, not altogether these days. Step aside, Jack. Let the game player do his stuff.
You're such an animal.
Now we're playing Final Fantasy VII.
Nice slam!
Welcome to the Golden Saucer.
Keep going, Dexter. Great shot, Dexter. Wow, what an animal. So close.
So I failed. I did great. I only made. Okay.
This area is off limits.
Hey guys.
Let's try that again.
again.
No, no, we were 10 points away. I can't wait for the Tifa Cloud sex scene in full fucking HD.
Hey, guys.
With Barrett and Sid watching in the background from the high wind. Oh, I'm sure it'll be Tifa showing all the backbone.
You know, Sugar Plum, if any real metalheads came to town, I'd bunk them just like I did in the game.
Daxter?
They'd be all, "Don't hurt me, please!" And I'd be all, "Too late, metal monkeys! You die screaming!" Know what I'm saying? Jack, I think these trophies are still working! Metalheads! Metalheads! Where's Sig when you need him?
Sig? I think Crew sent Sig on one last mission. Something about using Mars Ruby Key to open a secret door in the Underport.
Of course. Come on, Dax. We need to get to the Underport right now.
I'll take the time map to Kira.
Be careful, Angel Chicks, and your hero will return shortly.
There's metalheads in this city.
The shield wall is down! I repeat, the shield wall is down! Sabotage! Thor did it! I knew metalheads would be the end of me! Oh no! Metalheads are at the door! They're breaking through! Too many of them! Jack! Ah!
Everything the paranoid Vin was worried about has happened. It's the perfect payoff for a paranoid character. Which is fucked up, but it's just, it is what it is. Mech time. Underwater adventure, too. Alright, see you, Evil. Have a good one. Underwater adventure? When I think of paranoid characters, my go-to, my like textbook answer is Will Smith's character in iRobot. Because he is paranoid. His paranoia isn't completely unfounded, though. It's not like, oh, you know, everything Will Smith's character was saying, Detective Spooner was saying is true. Guess he wasn't paranoid. Like, no, he was fucking paranoid. It just turns out that some of his paranoia was true. If anything, the scientist dude, whose name I've completely forgotten, chose Detective Spooner because of his lack of trust in the machines. Have you ever read Asimov's I, Robot, Sky? Alfred Lanning, there we go. The way I read Asimov's I, Robot in 7th grade. And the way the film adapts that book I actually quite like, because it doesn't adapt anything. It doesn't adapt any one single story from the book. Fuck. Goddamn. So, the way they adapted that book into a film, because Asimov's I, Robot is a series of short stories with no real narrative that connects them. The first short story in I, Robot is about a family who has acquired a robot to help around the house that has basically become part of the family. In that first story, nothing really goes wrong. It's just a story, I believe, told from the youngest daughter's perspective of this new robot that is a member of their family. I don't remember every short story throughout the book. I remember that first one. I remember one where they have a rogue robot and they are trying to figure out a way to... They've got a whole batch of robots. One of them is malfunctioning and pretending not to be malfunctioning. And they have to devise a way to get the robot to basically reveal itself. And in that short story, they succeed in finding the broken one by asking the robots to do a task that they know they will fail because one of their protocols will kick in. And the one that is not working correctly does not fail the task. There was a short story that had the AI Vicky in it. And like all these, so what they did to make the movie is they took bits and pieces of all these short stories and built a narrative that could basically contain a little part of each short story as like a reference. You know, at the beginning of iRobot, you have the new Nexus 6 models being introduced, and they're showing them doing day-to-day tasks with people, getting the lady her handbag, and like Spooner's mom eventually gets one, and it's helping her cook. So stuff like that was taken from the first short story. Obviously, Sunny is the robot who is technically malfunctioning in that short story. The AI, Vicky, plays a prominent role in the movie. It's like they grabbed all these little bits and pieces and made them work in a original narrative that is not in the book. I do recommend giving the book a read, because there is a chapter in that fucking book where a character eats a steak, and he's basically like, it tastes like steak. It's made out of corn. So, in the world of iRobot in the book, there was a story that explored the idea of meats made out of vegetables. And so he said, he basically said something along the lines of, this steak is mostly just corn. Keep in mind, iRobot, the book, was published in 1950. So we may have already begun experimentation on the idea of creating fake meats. I don't know, but there are definitely things in that book that exist now that did not exist in the 50s.
Get the Titan suit. You must exit the Titan suit.
Hey, it's Sig. We found him.
Hey there, tough guy.
Get your skinny ass over here and start shooting. Man, was I set up. Crew sent me down here to open some old doors with that ruby key you found. And when I did, metalheads came streaming in from some passage outside the city walls. Just like they were waiting for me. There's one.
Crew's dead.
Yeah? Well, he's lucky, because he would not want me to catch him alive.
The metalheads must have promised Crew plenty for him to betray the whole city like this.
Let's get out of here.
Time to help Sig get out of here.
If I can't shoot it, it's someone else's problem. You do something with those blocks.
I'll say Asimov's iRobot was not an easy book to read for a 7th grader, but I still managed to get through it. Again, that book used some fucking big words sometimes. And overall, the book is very dry. Thanks, Sig.
I think that's the last we'll see of him. You gotta figure out the blocks, man.
But overall I enjoyed the book. It took me some time to get through it. But it wasn't a bad time. After reading the book, you can appreciate the movie. The movie does not exist anywhere in that book. That's the best way I can put it.
Celebrate. Great. Here comes that bad boy again. Woo!
Yes, the movie is wholly original. It grabs bits and pieces of every short story in the book and uses it to flesh out the world of the movie. But the adventure, Detective Spooner, I'm pretty sure, all inventions of the movie. Fuck. Oh, okay. I see how it is.
If I can't shoot, it's someone else's problem. You do something with those blocks. Did you hear something?
That book taught me what the word masticate meant. Never before in my short life at that point in time had I heard the word masticate used. Which, if you don't know, is a really outdated word used for the act of chewing.
You gotta figure out the blocks, man.
I bet you can guess why it's fallen out of fashion.
Your gig, baby. Solve it so we can go home. You figure this out. I'll cover your butt. Great. No time to celebrate.
I'm not making this up. Mastication is a proper word for the act of consumption.
Gonna be close.
God damn it. Died in practically the same spot.
If I can't shoot it, someone else can. You do something with those blocks.
Well, I imagine in the 1950s, it was probably, you know, a proper word that made sense to use.
I think that's the last we'll see of him.
It's not, dude. He's gonna kill us in the next round.
Figure out the blocks, man. This is your gig, baby. Solve it so we can go home. You figure this out. I'll cover your butt. celebrate. Gonna be close. Faster! Go, go, go!
Oh, why? Why, Sig? Why? Why does that one section suck so much?
If I can't shoot it, someone else's problem. You do something with those blocks.
But yeah, my school library had it, and I read it for a reading assignment.
Did you hear something? Run! Faster!
If you watch there's some behind-the-scenes footage in the movie where they talk about the difficulty of adapting the book. Because it is just a collection of short stories that have no connection.
We'll see of him.
No real connection between the
You
short
gotta figure
stories.
out the blocks, man.
More or less, it's a series of short stories about a bunch of random characters that all happen to live in the same world at the same time.
This is your gig, baby. So we can go home. You figure this out. I'll cover your butt.
Each short story exploring a different aspect of life in this world.
Great. No time to celebrate.
All right, I gotta focus.
Go, go, go!
Yeah, I mean, it's all one book, but yeah.
Gonna be close. He's gaining.
I died again because I can't get past this one fucking spot. iRobot short stories. How many stories are in iRobot? iRobot is a fix-up collection, which means the stories were all written separately, and he just threw them all together into the book and said, "Got iRobot." There, that's my book. Made up of science fiction short stories by American writer Isaac Asimov. The stories originally appeared in the American magazine Super Science Stories and Astounding Science Fiction between 1940 and 1950. So the dude had written a bunch of short stories that had been published in magazines, and then iRobot was the compilation. The stories are Robbie, the first one, which is about the family that gets a new robot. Let me read about these real quick. In the year 1982, a mute robot nicknamed Robbie is owned by the Weston family. He serves as a nursemaid for their daughter, Gloria. So that's the first short story. I'll just read that first line of its plot summary. The second story is Runaround. So this one is called Runaround. This one takes place in 2015. Powell, Donovan, and robot SPD-13, also known as Speedy, are sent to Mercury to restart operations at a mining station, which was abandoned 10 years before. So, there was a story in iRobot that took place on Mercury. Third story is called Reason. Okay, I'm going to read the whole summary for this one because this one's amazing. So this one's called Reason. Also stars Powell and Donovan from the last story. Apparently these two got to go on some adventures. In Reason, Powell and Donovan are assigned to a space station which supplies energy via microwave beams to the planets. The robots that control the energy beams are in turn coordinated by QT-1, known to Powell and Donovan as Cutie, an advanced model with highly developed reasoning ability. Using these abilities, Cutie decides that space, stars, and the planets beyond the station don't really exist, and that the humans that visit the station are unimportant, short-lived, and expendable. QT-1 makes the lesser robots disciples of a new religion, which considers the power source of the ship to be Master. QT-1 teaches them to bow down to the Master and intone, "There is no Master but Master, and QT-1 is his prophet." Disregarding human commands as inferior, QT-1 asserts, "I myself exist because I think." The sardonic response of the humans is, "Oh Jupiter, a robot Descartes." The humans initially attempt to reason with QT-1 until they realize that they can't convince it otherwise. Their attempts to remove QT physically also fail, as the other robots have become disciples and refuse to obey human orders. The situation seems desperate as a solar storm is expected, potentially deflecting the energy beam, incinerating populated areas when the storm hits. Powell and Donovan are amazed to find that the beam operates perfectly. QT, however, does not believe that they did anything other than maintain meter readings at optimum, according to the commands of the Master. As far as QT and the rest of the robots are concerned, solar storms and planets are non-existent. The two thus come to the realization that although the robots themselves were not consciously aware of doing so, they had been following the first and second laws all along. QT knew on some level that it would be better suited to operating the controls than Powell or Donovan, so lest it endanger humans and break the first law by obeying their orders, it subconsciously orchestrated a scenario where it would be in control of the beam. Powell and Donovan realized that there is no need to do anything for the rest of their tour of duty. QT's religion cannot be eliminated, but since the robot performs its job as well, it is moot. Even if QT continues to perform his duties for a perceived deity, rather than for the benefit of the humans. The humans begin to consider how they might spread the notion to other groups of robots which need to work as teams. So the robots accidentally became religious in that one. It's good. That was one of the ones I remember liking. The next one is called Catch the Rabbit. The recurring team of Powell and Donovan are testing a new model of robot on an asteroid mining station. This DV-5, Dave, has 6 subsidiary robots described as fingers, which it controls via positronic fields, a means of transmission not yet fully understood by roboticists. When the humans are not in contact, the robot stops producing ore. It cannot recall the time periods when it stops mining, and states that it finds this just as puzzling as the humans do. Powell and Donovan secretly observe the robot without its knowledge. It starts performing strange marches and dances with its subsidiaries whenever something unexpected happens, an early example of a Heisenberg software problem. To learn more, the humans try to create an emergency situation around the robot in order to observe the precise moment of malfunction, but accidentally trap themselves in a cave-in. They eventually figure that the main robot has too many subsidiaries. The fingers function independently until there is a serious need of decisiveness, when the main brain has to assume 6-way control of all fingers, which requires an excess of initiative and causes overload. When the humans were watching, their presence reduced the initiative placed on the robot's mind, and it would not break down. To get themselves rescued, the humans shoot and destroy one of the subsidiaries. The main robotic brain can cope with 5-way control, hence the robots stop dancing and the first law takes over. Powell anthropomorphizes the error as the robot twiddling its fingers whenever it becomes overwhelmed by its job. This is another example of Asimov's writing of robopsychology personified by writing robopsychology as running parallel to human psychology. I lost my place. At this point in iRobot, the reader has already seen hysteria and religious mania. But yeah, so these stories, like, sometimes they have shared characters, sometimes they don't. But as you can see, none of these are stories that are directly used in the movie. Anyway, back to the game at hand. I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. I had completely forgot about the robot brain being called Cutie. Obviously, one of my favorite game series. Must have liked iRobot.
If I can't shoot it, it's someone else's problem. You do something to the block.
As the second version of Poppy is called Poppy QT.
Did you hear something? He's gaining!
And the third version is called Poppy QT Pie.
Run! I think that's the last we'll see of him.
But, so as a kid, I read through iRobot, and then I rewatched the film. And you can see where the film's story borrows things here and there.
This is your gig, baby. Solve it so we can go home. You figure this out. I'll cover your butt. Great. No time to celebrate.
You know, in the movie, Vicky basically does create a religious robot uprising. In the movie, it is not to the benefit of humans.
Move your butt. Go, go, go. Left side. Keep moving.
Yeah. Alright, hey Gear, how's it going? Well, we've been trying to beat this mission and talking about iRobot.
Let's go. We're almost to the elevator.
Looks like we finally lost them, Chili Peppers. Piece of cake, huh? Now you boys are real wastelanders. I say it's time we take this fight to the metalhead leader himself. What a trophy he'll make. We find a way
Yeah,
to
I
do
was
some
talking about the
Mars
book.
and then boom, baby, we storm the nest, guns blazing. Hell, we'll take them all on together. You and me, side by side. Nothing'll stop us, cause we're...
Sig's dead.
So, what's plan B?
It was my favorite, too. I was talking about how the narrative in the movie borrows aspects from each short story in the book.
This is Kira. Thanks for getting the artifacts, guys. It's strange. The time map had a bunch of old coordinates in it. Come see me at the stadium.
Alright, Kira, we're coming.
Seal off the area.
I like the movie a lot. It's an original... The plot is completely an invention of the movie. Some of the short stories in iRobot are only a few pages.
Suspect in vehicle. Suspect moving to sector 6. Move over! Pulling more health.
We get to run over metalheads in a car now. And the Crimson Guards are too busy to care about us.
Suspect fleeing into sector 5.
We're almost there. My game crashed. The game turned pink and died. Oh, thank God for autosaves. I remember the first time I played this game as a kid, I couldn't believe metalheads actually got in the city. And they're just running around just murdering everybody. But I mean, it is like the looming threat, and the fact that it actually happens is good payoff. You know, throughout the game, we see the metalhead leader getting pissed off at Baron Praxis. I'm okay. I know, people are still fucking driving around.
The Rift Rider's finished. But if my father's right and the ring is somewhere in the Metalhead nest, how are we going to get the Rift Rider there to use it?
Look! Bruder just knew friends would need lift if metalheaders attack.
Bruder, you the man.
Lucka balloons are finest lifters in world, but they is easy target.
Right. You guys get the Rift Rider to the nest. I'll stay here and defend your takeoff and getaway.
Once again, being your friend sucks. I want to go on the balloon.
You keep Stadium safe while we prep balloon for lift away. Oh no, here they come! Metalheaders!
Even the lurkers are helping. We have to help Samos and Samos. Well, how far do you have to carry this fucking thing? Come on.
Floating away while we die down here.
We'll meet near the nest. See you soon, Jack. Be careful.
Yeah, Jack. Be careful.
Jack, Cor,
Vin, he's still hanging in there. I have to go do a race, though. Yeah, they don't have Jack talk always. He has something to say once in a while. Are we really doing this like now? During all of this bullshit, we're doing this mission? Okay. Let's do it. This feels like the best use of our time at the moment. Why is this what we're doing right now with our time? Okay, but I'm gonna put on some better music to get me through this. I was like halfway there. We can do this. That trick was worth 5,000 points. You know what? Oh, you know, Hideki Naganuma did the soundtrack for Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. Let's take a listen to that real quick. Did they get... Wait. Did they really get too mellow to do a song for Bomb Rush Cyberfunk? There is an ass song, I know. I got even closer that time. You know, maybe I should check out Bomb Rush Cyberfunk. I hear people are liking it. All right, you know what? As much as I could jam out to this, let me find the ass song. This song's pretty good. All right, I want to hear Hideki, one of Hideki's tracks he did for this. All right. I got bronze. I think this is just open to us for us to do before, you know, the game's over. I don't think we need to do this, so I'm going to move on. If you want all of the precursor orbs, though, you'll have to do all of this. Alright, let's get to that construction site Vin told us about. Did you see that Crimson Guard that was just casually walking?
Nothing so far.
Sorry. All right, we're here. Another new location.
Opening outer shield.
Core, what's going on?
I'm sure you know. Deep down in your darkest nightmares. We've met before, remember? Everything's going exactly as planned.
Jack! It's the Metalhead leader!
Now you see. Without the shield wall disrupting my powers inside the city, I am my full potential now. So for the last time, give me the Precursor Stone! If the city must die, then we all die! Ah! I will find that stone if I have to crush this city one brick at a time! You are the supreme weapon, Jack. And I made you. Still, any leader worth his salt always has his backup plan. Remember, the first rule in making a bomb is to always make two.
No, okay, I'm going in. Man, what a mess of junk in here. All jumbled coils and switches. Oh, should I unhook the blue wire? Wait a minute, are Otzel's colorblind? Let me just break a few more things and see if anything pops loose. Boom! Gotcha! Like candy from a baby.
Well, Baron Praxis is fucking dead. And Core was the leader of the Metalheads all along, Austin. Time to go take out the metalhead leader. This is it. We're basically standing outside the end of the game. Don't really remember how the final boss in this goes, so we'll see. Good luck to myself. Big spider. Yeah, I'm gonna do Jack 3.
The shield wall destroyed. It's just a matter of time before the metalheads overwhelm us. You should just go through the rift back to your own time, Jack, and get away from this horrible place.
I see your point. Come on, Jack.
This place is worth fighting for.
We'll hold out as long as we can. Farewell.
Precursor stone, gun, nest.
Light her up, Padre!
Eat this.
You can't just blast a hole in the face of Mars.
Wake 'em up.
Let's go take care of business.
What? You mean go in there? I'm right behind you.
Oh my god, so many new types of metalheads all of a sudden. Health? No health. It's okay, we got a checkpoint. I mean, you could use your dark powers, but they don't give you any health back. And they'll kill a handful of metalheads for you, and it doesn't really do you much good when you're almost dead. It didn't even kill the spider ones. Of course it didn't. Okay. Still alive. Oh, okay. Let's just keep going at this pace. God damn it. Starting to look like the end of an Alien movie.
You've decided to join us, and you brought the Precursor Stone. Good. The boy will now play his final part.
Not this time.
Oh, but this child is such a part of this. Such a part of you. Don't you recognize him? The boy is you, Jack. And this place, this is where you began. In the future.
But how?
You were hidden in the past on the hope that you would gain the skills to face me today. But Onin was wrong. Now that you've been altered with Dark Eco, the stone will never open for you. Your younger self, however, still has the pure gift. He alone can awaken the stone and the precursor entity which sleeps inside.
This stone is a precursor?
The last precursor egg. Ma was clever. He covered his tracks well through time, hiding his last egg from me and building the shield and city to defend it. It has been a long siege, but today I will finally feed on the last precursor life force.
I think you're forgetting one little thing, Metalomaniac. We've got the Precursor Stone.
Not for long.
Hey Sky, you're back. I don't know if you heard it, but it's just been revealed that the little kid is young Jack. And that we're originally from the future. I have no Peacemaker ammo. Well, that's why Jack was sent back in time in the first place, so that he would be able to grow up and return. It was the only way to keep him hidden and safe. Not what I wanted to do there. That's why Samos from the future is younger than Samos, our Samos. And Samos the time traveler does the one thing you're not supposed to do as a time traveler. Because Kira was born in the past and Samos is her father. Which means Samos time travel fucked. Kira's mom presumably is from the past and her father is from the future. Oh, they made this final boss battle hard enough. Checkpoint me. Ooh, hung on by a thread. Let's do it. Don't give me another phase. Yeah, that's right.
Oh man, a precursor.
It is finished. Our ancient enemy is no more. Take hope, brave one. The terrible darkness inside you is now balanced by a glorious light. We will meet again.
We haven't much time. I've sent the coordinates back to our village. Let's go home, everyone.
But we are home.
Kira, I'm afraid your Rift Rider must be used to send young Jack here to a place where he will grow up, safe from harm. He must become old enough to complete the destiny he has fulfilled today. Wait a minute. It's you. I mean, it's me. I have to take him back and watch over him, don't I? Ah, grub roots. Talk about being in the wrong time at the right place.
Hey kid, you take care. Oh, and trust me on this. Stay away from any Wumpy nest on your 9th birthday, okay?
I sure hope I built this replica right. I don't know if it...
It's perfect, Kira. This is the very machine we found, or will find later.
What? I just built this. After seeing the first one, I mean. It's based on what I remember from before.
Honey, the more you think about it, the more it hurts the head.
I'll take good care of the child. And don't worry. I'll be back in time for the celebration. Farewell.
Thanks, Amos. Without you...
It's funny. The boy won't remember any of this.
No. I do remember the light.
transport is ready, milady.
Thank you, Captain Bruder. Come on. We'll be late for the party at Daxter's new place.
I've got so much work to do. Besides, it's not my thing.
Ten Hut! As the new governor of this city, I ordered the commander of the New Crimson Guard to escort me to an official function. Is that understood?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
You can start rebuilding the city tomorrow. Tonight, we get to celebrate with our new friends. Besides, tough guy, I'm dying to see you dance.
Not likely.
Welcome to the Naughty Otso, the hippest, happiest joint in town. Check out the new decor.
Ooh, what a big trophy.
As if size matters. I bagged that bad boy myself, baby.
Onan says she doesn't know who has a bigger head, him or you.
We must not forget Vin and all the others who sacrificed their lives to defeat this evil and protect the child.
I still can't believe that little boy was me. Better times, huh?
You miss him, huh? You know, the kid grows up to be a handsome hero.
Hey, that's enough for you, lady. I'm cutting you off.
Trust me, she gets real mean when she's like this.
What'd she say?
Something about rubber tubing in certain parts of your mother. You don't want to know.
Ah! A metalhead!
Sid!
Sid! I knew that.
You're okay.
You cherries didn't think some nasty breath, giant-sized lizard was gonna keep me from the biggest party in town, did you?
I knew you were too tough for him, big guy.
You saved the city and more, my boy. Metalcore and his menace are history, and somewhere out there, an ancient race has begun again.
I'm just glad to be back home.
Yeah, well, rest up. We've got a lot to do, and so much time to do it in.
Don't say time. The Rift Ring was destroyed, remember?
You know, my mama used to read bedtime stories about Ma when she tucked me in. Give me a nice glass of warm yak cow milk, a little poopsie bear.
Bedtime stories? Warm milk? Poopsie bear? Buddy, you just blew your image.
I've got a feeling we'll meet Mars someday. He may be closer than you think.
You're the designated driver.
Oh, no. I am done with adventures. Besides, you'll tell us before something happens next time, right, Samos? Right, Samos? You never know what the future may hold.
Wait. You know something, don't you, Featherbreath?
Who, me? No, we're just guessing, right, Samos? Hey, tomorrow, only time will tell.
No, you're gonna tell right now!
Why, you little...
Why, you... Dirty fighting! Dirty
That's
fighting!
not my beak!
Oh,
That's not my beak!
Watch your
Don't
pet.
touch it!
Jack, my boy, a future awaits.
I remember my dad beat this game before I did when I was a kid, and I remember watching the ending with him. And the first thing he did after the game was over, he laid down and took a nap. I'll never forget that. Meanwhile, I was so shocked by the plot twist at the end. Keep in mind, I was like 6. And then I was just like I just went in my room, sat down, and just thought about it. And thus another Jack game is concluded. This one being my favorite in the trilogy. You know, well, two things. First, the kid that gets shot in the back of the car in Pulp Fiction was a voice actor in this game. There you go. Yeah, this is probably just some random gig he got, just by pure happenstance. Apparently there's a $200 collector's edition of the Persona 3 Reload coming out that comes with an Aegis figure. I would love to get it, but I doubt I will be able to. Between now and it coming out, I could certainly afford it easily, but actually managing to grab it before it's sold out seconds after it releases, yeah. When does it go on pre-sale? I don't know. They usually don't announce. Usually just kind of happens. You have to watch like a hawk. And I don't have the time to do that. Already live, apparently. Only available for pre-order from GameStop. I do not have $200 to drop on it right now. But maybe Friday? If it's still available in 2 days, I can pre-order it. Anyway, the game is all over. We finished it. This is what comes with the collector's edition. There's an art book, a soundtrack, a really cool Aegis collector's box, and DLC. And it could be yours for the price of a Nintendo Switch. It might be mine Friday. We'll find out. Well, it's only 7. We've technically still got some time. We might as well go and see how the story continues, shouldn't we? What happens to our hero Jack after he saves the day? Again.